As an infant, Derek was captured in Africa, sold, and shipped to the United States. His new home was a laboratory where they performed several painful procedures on him involving extensive handling and forcible restraint. During his stay, he was moved to 25 new cages, handled 433 times, and spent 77% of his life in a cage alone. Handling in new environments were especially stressful for him, as is living in a cage, considering normally he would live in the wild with groups up to 30 or 40. Derek died not long after his second surgery for unknown reasons, but it is assumed that he probably died during a surgery or after a surgery from the results of it. Derek was a baboon, and his records at the laboratory he lived at never indicated that he had a name, and they didn't supply a photo of him, but the Humane Society decided to choose Derek, and this is the breed of monkey that he was. The Animal Welfare Institute was founded in 1951 and since then has sought to alleviate the suffering inflicted on animals by people. Their number one original concern was animals in laboratories with their living conditions, and they thought that the animals should be supplied with pain medications if they were having to endure all of these extremely painful experiments or testing for products. Today, the Animal Welfare Institute mainly focuses on factory farms. First, I would like to discuss the Animal Welfare Institute's 5 main focus groups. Secondly, the ways you can personally help. And third, the Animal Welfare Institute's goals for the future. Starting with the 5 main focus groups of the Animal Welfare Institute are animals in laboratories, companion animals, factory farm animals, wildlife, and marine life. Research testing is conducted on millions of animals in laboratories each year, and their living conditions are usually very unacceptable. They don't have beds to sleep in, and they're locked in a tiny cage by themselves. They undergo all of these painful experiments, and they don't have a blanket or a bed to sleep on at night. Companion animals, they deal with abuse, the puppy mills, and Class B dealers, which are people who sell animals to laboratories and make a large profit. Sometimes they breed these puppies, and sometimes they're even stolen out of somebody's backyard and given to a laboratory for a profit. 9 billion farm animals per year are bred, raised, and killed for food, and these family farms have turned into factory farms, where animals used to be able to graze and roam freely. Now they are locked in tiny cages where sometimes they're not even able to turn around or even lay down comfortably because their area is so small. They are treated poorly their entire lives. They're only raised for food and then slaughtered, and their entire life is inhumane. Through destructive fishing, an increase in ship traffic, littering, and several other things, marine life is also affected. And the 5th group that they focus on is the wildlife. The fur industry kills over 50 million animals per year, and they are using the steel leg traps, which are very painful and harmful to all animals. Secondly, I would like to discuss ways you can help with animal welfare to increase the humane way these animals are treated. The Humane Society suggests the 3 R's, which are reduce, refine, and replace. With reducing your consumption of meat, this will help refining who you're buying your products from. You can search for brands that are cage-free chickens and that are cows and pigs raised in a pasture versus a factory farm, and replace your meat with more plant-based products. Other things that you can do are you can find cruelty-free shop guides on the iPhone app or the internet, whichever you'd prefer. Just liking pages on Facebook will help you receive updates and news on animals in labs and the certain programs that you choose. Donating your time or money to Chimp Haven is a program that takes in chimpanzees that have been in laboratories. Most of them are sick and they're going to die from these diseases that they've been given from the labs, and they are just there to live the rest of their life in a comfortable, peaceful environment. And I know most of you are poor like me, so I know some programs offer, like the Animal Welfare Institute. If you want to donate to them, they offer a student discount, and it's only $10 versus $30 a month. Zazzles is a brand that you can shop, and they have all kinds of different products, and their proceeds go to animals in laboratories. Also, you should never purchase real fur. Buy the fake version. It's just as stylish, and most people won't be able to tell. And always avoid makeup and other products that are from brands or specify that their products have been used on animals in labs. Thirdly, I would like to discuss the Animal Welfare Institute's main goals that they would like to achieve. And that is abolish factory farms and support high welfare family farms and achieve humane slaughtering for these animals raised in the food industry. Secondly, improve the housing and handling of animals in research and encourage development of experimentation on something other than live animals. They want to do away with the steel jaw leg hold traps and reform other brutal methods of capturing and killing wildlife. They would like to preserve species threatened with extinction and protect wildlife from harmful destruction of their habitats, protecting companion animals from cruelty and violence, including conditions with traveling and moving these animals around. And lastly, they would like to prevent the transportation of animals, such as farm animals and things like that, with cruel conditions. So, in conclusion, if you would like to improve the lives of animals through animal welfare, I've given you a few easy steps. The next time you're at Walmart and you're purchasing meat, you should check your phone and see if the brand you're buying is cruelty-free, so you don't support the factory farms, and never buy products tested on animals. And you can get the apps on your phone. Spread the word to all your friends and family. If you have any extra money, you can donate to these charities, like their pages on Facebook, and always remember to make compassion your fashion.